Say some words because I'm
yes,
already
sir.
tired and done.
I sure can.
Hello is fine.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Paul, editor.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good here.
I
I think everybody's getting pretty tired. We've had to restart this about 3 times, so I think we're just going to get the ball rolling.
With him having the mic for the first time, I'm regretting it already, but not really at the same time. We don't got nothing to talk about today, so we've been literally on a almost 15-minute rant trying to start this. So, any quick off-the-head things before we kind of jump into maybe something?
I'd more say it. How long, for me who's not a hunter, how long does rifle and shotgun last into the winter season?
It's December 28th, 29th.
Yeah.
Okay.
It used to be before Christmas it was over.
Yeah.
And now
Okay.
there's the holiday season. I think it goes right till New Year's.
Didn't they add a week onto the season?
I think it's right to New Year's. Hang on, look at.
Last 2 weeks or 2
That's
years or something?
that's why I have this right here.
Yeah, was that wrong or something?
Muzzleloader goes to January 1st. January 1st is the last day. Because you have bow, then you have shotgun season, or
Yeah.
bow, crossbow and bow, shotgun rifle. Then that goes into late bow muzzleloader.
And then in between all that, like a week before all that's like the youth part of it. Like it's youth bow.
The
a week
weekend before.
Yeah.
The weekend
Give
before.
them little guys a chance to get out there and get something before all them fellas get out in their tree stands.
Before the Orange Army hits the woods.
Yeah, before everybody starts marking their turf saying, I'm hunting here, so you can't hunt here. You know, I've heard a couple stories about people arguing.
I had one this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Andrew set up that tree stand. I think that's on a podcast that we posted. Set up a tree stand, hunted it. I hunted it a couple days. Andrew came with me to record one day. Then Dad wanted to go, so we went to go there, and there was a guy there that was saying that he'd been hunting there for like 20 years. Oh, you know the tree across from mine that I had that peg up as a marker? That's gone. So someone, and you could see around the tree where it had been like someone had been standing or getting in a climber up and down. So he had moved down. I don't know if it's him or somebody else, had moved down towards my tree stand more and then even took the peg out of the tree. Which I'm okay. I got hundreds of them things. That's all Dad used to make tree stands out of. Like, just screw them in and go. But you can't, use them everywhere.
Yeah.
And they are a pain when there's like a hardwood tree that them just ain't screwing into. Yeah. And you're up and down and up and down. And anyways. So, anyways.
Yeah, but
Anyways. Are you going to talk?
all I was saying is, if this hunting season, like, you guys kind of really missed out on, like, the snow action as far as,
Yeah.
like, tracking deer. Because it's been, Western New York's wonderful 4 seasons in a month. It's been 50, it's been, 20s, it's been snowy.
We've
it's
had
been
a very
rainy,
mild
know,
beginning of
we
winter.
thunderstorms.
Mm-hmm.
I have doe tags to fill, and you have a buck tag to fill yet.
Yeah. I'm hoping finals. I got one more. This is my last week, so when this will be coming out, I'll be in my last week of finals, and then I got a month off. So I'll have like 2 weeks of like good, solid just hunting.
Do you want me to give you a little advice?
What?
I suggest you set the stand you have at my place pretty hard.
Yeah. I haven't been up there since you shot both your deer out of my stand.
It's a good stand location. I'm telling you, you need to fucking go sit that stand every fucking day you can.
See, there's a lot of bleeping coming out of Andrew already. Paul's gonna be busy. That's okay. I like when you swear at me. It makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong.
I will give you $100 if that doesn't produce something for you within a week.
So I went squirrel hunting up there like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you didn't see a damn thing, did you?
Saw 2 deer down in the swamp.
Did you see what they were?
One was like a little yearling fawn.
So the other one was probably doe.
The other, well, it was like 20 minutes after. I was walking really slow, and it came out right by DJ stand. It was just dark and big. That's all I could see. And I could hear, and it ran right to my tree stand. Like, if someone was in my tree stand, they would have been able to shoot it. But I was squirrel hunting. And I knew, I had told myself, and even Hannah was harassing me, like, you really going to go out squirrel hunting, like, and walk where you deer hunt? Like, I'm like, yeah, I really want to go after a squirrel. And she's like, are you sure? And I really should have took the crossbow or the bow. Because I would have had both of them. They were both within 30 yards when I first saw them. The one probably wouldn't have got it, was always running, but I might have got it to stop if I was actually hunting it. I wasn't hunting deer, so I wasn't in deer hunting mode. I was tree scanning the whole time.
Well, yeah.
But I have got out and did a little squirrel hunting already, because that I can take a couple hours off to go squirrel hunting and walk around and sitting around for deer sometimes. I like to change up.
Sitting for deer takes hours sometimes. Normally,
Well-
squirrel hunting is a quick thing. Like
So
you know
I
what
went to
mean?
Mom and Dad's and I shot 2 red squirrels and got them, and then I went up to DJ's and I got a really nice gray squirrel, not big bodied but super long tail, and then this black squirrel that's up there. He's got 2 really beautiful black squirrels and I really want them. I think they would make really pretty hides, and I shot at the one and I think I hit the branch under that it was on. And it never ran from me. It was just like I inconvenienced his day. Because he just didn't jump or nothing. Like, kind of did like a little flinch. Turned around, walked down the branch. Time he got to the bottom of the branch, I had reloaded another one. Then he came around the tree to look at me, and I shot. And then I hit the tree. And he never flinched or nothing. You could hear it hitting the wood. And just slowly went down the backside of the tree and walked, 20 yards through thick stuff. Like, I could just see his tail. He never got in a I'm scared moment at all. He just
You'd probably
giggled.
been shot before.
He just
Or shot
giggled.
at before.
Yeah, but it was like he was just giggling at me like this dude over
You
here.
can't hit shit.
You ain't got nothing. But I did get the gray squirrel up at DJ's. DJ's has some really nice deer activity too.
It reminds me of that dude that does the videos in the deer suit.
Yeah.
In the one video, the deer's like, "Oh, go ahead, shoot at me. You're not gonna hit me anyway. You suck."
Yeah. He's really funny. Paul's got something. He's trying to gear up on us.
It's more every time I hear, those 2 deer you got out of my tree stand, just in my head as I hear this. It's the world's tiniest violin, buddy.
Yeah, I feel it too. I know how to play it, so.
Telling you, man. Go sit that tree stand.
Yeah, you caught yourself there. That's so shy. Yeah, no, I'm going to. It hasn't snowed enough for me yet to get into that
Because
late season mood.
there's bigger bucks that we have on camera.
Oh, there's quite a few shooters that I would be happy with. I'd be happy
Don't get me
with.
wrong, I still never would have hesitated on the one I got. Either of the ones I got.
I
But
wouldn't
there
have.
are ones that make mine look like babies.
Yeah, there's the suit. You got one of the nicer deer. That wide one, he's nice, but he ain't got the girth or the height. He's really wide, but he's really short tined.
Imagine what he's gonna look like next year if he makes it that far.
Yeah, I'd love to see a couple of them. I'm
not saying pass on him.
I'm also in spike mode at this point.
Sickle horns.
Yeah, the 2 Sicklehorn brothers need to. That's the only thing that makes me think they're also never going to be enemy. We've seen them always together, and they're.
Twice. You've seen them twice.
No, I got a couple other times when we went and checked them, they were on there, but it was always it's just them and delete them. But they're always together, and they look identical, and they're nice sized deer. They're 2-3-year-olds, and all they got is 8-9 inch sickles on their head.
One of them's crooked.
And one of them, that one I really want. Just because growing up, like the goofy 4 points and 3 points were like my bread and butter, man. I loved them things. For one, I usually shot the first thing that came in, so I never really saw the big bucks.
I guarantee they're siblings.
I would think if they're like still hanging out, because we even had them in the last group of all the bucks that we got from during bow season. They were still traveling together when other bucks were in pictures, like in rut mode. They were still traveling together. So I'm going to bank. I would bet money that they're probably brothers, if not twins. But other than that, we got some filming that's going to be started now that we're starting to get our crew all situated. Been writing down, working on some episodes to get going. I did my own little squirrel hunt just to kind of go look at areas. Got trout are going to be running here in end of January, February, March. They'll be running hard. So we got some fly fishing. Hopefully our winter don't stay like this and we get some ice on the water. We can do some ice fishing because I bet those could be some funny videos.
So now I've never been ice fishing, so that's something I'd be into because I like to fish.
It's It's a lot like bank fishing. Like you like bank fishing, you like cat fishing and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So there's one where we take the hut out, the portable blind, and get your little heater in there. We all sit at chairs and look at flags out there, and we run out there and hand feed them when the flags go up. Or there's ones where you sit out on a nice day and you just sit there with the hole and you bob up and down. It all depends on what you're trying to catch and what's running, where you're at. I like it. I think it's fun. It's more of like, it's like turkey hunting. It's kind of a jokey, goofy time, and it's weird that you're over the water. Some of our lakes here, though, that the snowmobiles go across, that's weird. That might freak you out a little bit. Freaks me out every time.
It's more when they go past and I see the ice going up and down. That's kind of what turned me off on it.
Yeah.
But it's, now that I've worked a couple different jobs, and I worked at like a little ice skating pond for this one small town I was working in, and it's like we froze the water in this pond, filled it up with hydrants all around the thing, and it's like once I stood on that, I was like, how thick is this? They're like, oh, like 3 inches, and I'm like, is that good enough? And they're like, oh yeah, you're fine. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, cool.
I know guys that go out on like an inch and a half.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
I'm
it's got to be like 4 over for me.
I know I'm not the biggest dude, but I weigh 230 pounds, bro.
These guys are bigger. These guys are bigger than you.
Yeah, I'm about the same right there.
But they're also the guys when
230,
they go ice fishing have like all of the wader gear or the float gear on and stuff like that too, because they're like, oh, no one else is gonna be on there. We're gonna go catch them all, and they'll be in all like, if they do go under, as long as they keep their head up, they're okay.
If there's any sort of a current and you go under,
Well, they don't fish our big lakes when that's happened. That's usually like smaller ponds and stuff that they're ice fishing on. But still, an inch and a half, they're like, oh yeah, it's good. I'm like, an inch and a half on a sunny day can be gone not very long. It's when the snowmobiles
you hear it crack too. You ever hear it crack real loud underneath your feet?
Yeah, it sounds like someone shot a big gun underneath.
Oh yeah, and then you're just like, am I good?
Oh, you flinch. You ever do much ice fishing?
I went once or twice. I don't have that much experience.
It can be a lot of fun. So I really want to because I love fly fishing. So I know deer season's still going on, but not that I'm over deer season yet. I'm already looking at the rest of the game seasons that I got going up. I've been planning small trips, like the squirrel episode that we want to do. We got already starting to get some people lined up that want to go with us and film. We just need to find our locations with plenty. We got our state land that we can go hunt, but we got to wait till after deer season. So it wouldn't be until January that we could start recording those.
I mean, we could hammer down on some deer and then finish out our season.
I'm gonna be hunting deer, dude. Just don't push me. Don't push me.
I'm just trying to
Listen, I've been busy.
Trying to motivate you.
I won't be motivated for the rest of deer season until there's a good amount of snow on the ground and I can put my snowshoes on and track them to their bedding zones and sneak into bedding zones. Paul's mad because Paul gets excited about, is it clicking through?
Yeah.
Oh, you piece of garbage. It's okay. I love you still. I cannot. Paul's not allowed to have things. You're not allowed to have things. He'll be all right. Paul can't have anything he can throw. I bet you could hear that.
Oh yeah.
Paul's throwing.
Anytime
things.
you put something down on the table, it also accepts the noise, cancels out, and then reverberates back in.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I mean,
it's also kind of interesting.
I'm trying to plan a couple cooking episodes. Because I'm still working on our seasoning that I'm trying to make. And crow hunting, we got crow we could go after. Eric he keeps telling Dad, he's like, everything's charged, ready to go. He really wants to go back out with us.
Heaven forbid you'd help
me.
me.
Is there a season on crows, or is it just...
Yeah, it's no. I don't know when it ends. I want to say it ends February.
Really?
Off the top of my head, yeah. It's like September to February.
Let's go crow hunting.
No. Let's see. Right here. Squirrel. All other September 1st is February 28th. So we got time for that. Same with grouse and all that. Coon. That's November 1st to February 25th. Nope, that's Long Island. My bad. October 25th through February 15th. Coyotes till March.
I mean, Dustin, when was the last time you shot a coyote?
A couple years.
You know, I've never shot a coyote.
Really?
We
got some guys that we know that we got to get with then because they put a hurt in. Crow, September. September. Man, I hate all of you. September 1st through March 31st, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays only.
Huh, okay.
So, Yeah, and that's ours because it's closed in the other places. And it's really okay. That's a different map. That's why. We also have waterfowl seasons and Canadian goose coming back at us.
Oh yeah, when does that start?
Now, November 25th through January 21st.
No way.
But we still haven't had much flight geese. There's not many geese around us at all right now. The ones that were here have pretty much left, and we never got a flight come through. I seen maybe like 2 actual like big flights of geese come in.
I heard a big one the other
I
day.
hear them every once.
When I think a big one, I'm thinking like 50 plus.
Yeah.
Oh no, this was definitely more than 50 because
Yeah.
it was like a good 30-45 seconds of like fresh honks just passing over my place. And I'm
Fresh
just
honks, man.
well, yeah, you know what the sound of goose makes. I'm not going to try and do it.
I'm
because
hoping
I
anybody that
absolutely
listens
cannot.
to this knows what a goose sounds
Well,
like.
And even if you don't, it's a good opportunity to look it up next time you hear goose flying overhead. Just listen. It's more of a honk. They don't chirp. They're
Well, you got the swans that fly over. They whistle. Snow geese are kind of a clucky whistle sound too.
yeah, no, these were full blown geese.
They were honkers, Paul?
honking.
They were honkers. No, that's you. Nobody could see what you mouthed, but they might get the context. But yeah, no, we got a lot of seasons coming up. I don't remember off the top of my head, because I don't got the book with me neither. And my brain has been shot for the last 2 weeks. But I know, like, spring trout season and all that's around the corner. I'm currently, Andrew, looking, maybe if anybody hears this in our area, looking for a beagle. I want a beagle. I actually found some. I got to text the guy back. Fairly cheap. He had, speaking of this, okay. Remember tangent, side story when I get done with this. He's got 6 male puppies. He's only charging $200. They're AKC registered and everything. So I'm thinking about it, but I don't have the money at the time to spend on a dog. And Hannah wants a dog that's little, but she don't want a beagle. She might end up just getting a beagle if this guy's just like, hey, I still got some. You want one? Yeah, I might go get them. They're super cute. But anyways, what do you call a group of puppies? You don't.
A litter.
Okay, yeah. There's litter. And what was the other one? I told you earlier, Paul.
I forget.
It's a litter. It's I think it's a group, and the other one that made me like grown man like and giggle at the same time is a puddle. I'm gonna refer to a group of puppies the rest of my life as a puddle of puppies. It's a whole puddle. But then instantly, like I started like goofing around with Hannah as we were talking about it, and like the morbid side of my brain came out. And I'm like you think of like just a puddle of puppies, like. What happened? Why are they in a puddle? Like, I'm not digging any farther into this concept
There
of my
was a
brain.
song about that. You ever hear the song "Dead Puppies"?
No.
Dead puppies aren't much fun, and it's just this full song on how
Didn't
dead
we
puppies
all
don't do anything.
We used to sing that as a cadence.
It's a legit song. I don't think it was ever a cadence, but it's a legit song.
We used to sing a song about dead puppies as a cadence.
I
Murtaugh
heard
or
it-
whatever would sing it.
I heard it when I was a kid at my cousin's house. So this is probably back 2002 was the first time I heard the song. My cousin's like, you gotta hear this song. It's hilarious. And I'm just like, I was a little kid, so I liked puppies, but I still found it kind of funny. But I was just like, dead puppies make me sad.
Yeah.
When I was a kid. But now I'm just like, this song's, it's hilarious. You gotta give her a listen. I forget who it's by, but you could find it. And if you hear the lyrics, dead puppies aren't much fun in it, I'm pretty sure you got the right song.
I'm hoping.
I hope so. And if I led you down a dark path that took you to like one of those really sketchy videos from like the early 2000s that you would get off like
Early
LimeWire,
YouTube.
yeah, if it led you down that path, I fully apologize. I promise you it's nothing like that. I hope it's nothing like that because
But-
it could have changed because that was a long time ago. That
If
was
it's
almost
even up-
20 years ago.
If it's even up. It's probably somewhere.
They
yeah.
took a lot of David and Allen Coe songs off of YouTube. I'm sure you can imagine why.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean,
see,
I love David Allen Coe, but
But
he
was a
he-
racist.
he even has some songs where I'm like,
Oh my god.
ooh, like, I'm only singing this in my truck when I'm
Well,
alone.
Even if he isn't racist, he had a lot of racist songs.
Yeah. But you don't know, was it when he sings this song, it sometimes sounds like comedy. So is he trying to be funny? Because racism's not a great thing. I'm not going to stand on that box. But racism comedy done right can be funny. As long as it's done funny.
Yeah, it has to be funny.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the ways
I hate how people like get after comedians. Like, comedy's supposed to be like the darkest times of your life can be the worst times.
Yeah.
So like, but if you can make a joke out of it, it makes it way better. Learned that in the army.
What Paulie said when we started record that we can't say.
He says a lot of things that we
made me
can't
giggle
say.
for a good 30 seconds.
Yeah. He says a lot of things we shouldn't say.
Yeah, no, I believe that's why I felt like I should be the editor, because of my random outbursts. And I'm just like, I'm just making more work for other people. And as I'm editing and listening to myself, maybe I'll grow up a little bit. As I cut these out of the video, maybe I can cut them out of my life. Fat chance, everybody.
Fat chance. All I know, though, back onto the topic, is I want a beagle bad. I want a male and a female. I want to breed beagles again. Train them to hunt. It's so fun. I think DJ's one dog would be a hell of a good squirrel dog.
Oh, you're talking about...
I don't know his dog's names. I just know it's like a terrier thing. And it was him. Even though his pen's not in my hand and it's mine. And you're also clicking things over there too, so I don't want to hear it.
I mute my mic.
Anyways, but
I'm in charge here.
I told DJ that we got to get his dog out somewhere, or he's got like Freya.
Yeah, that's his dog. Yeah.
We got to get her out there to do a squirrel hunt test.
Wasn't that your?
It took me a minute to remember that.
Yeah.
Wasn't that your brother and sister-in-law's dog's name?
Is their dog's
Freya?
name Freya? Yeah.
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 They still got that dog?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't
And
seen
it's
that dog in a
puppy.
while.
I don't know that one's name.
Oh, it's got a puppy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's where we had a Cooper. That when we were still working on here before we got Winnie, we had Cooper, the hound dog mix.
Oh, the one that you guys had to get rid of because we
Yeah.
didn't have room for yet?
Yeah. Good dog. Apparently it's doing really good. Actually, they've trained it to hunt.
Cool.
So, he was a nice dog. He was a Rottweiler hound pit mix.
So a mutt?
That is the word you would use. Yes.
I mean, I classify myself as a mutt if you grabbed a handful of darts and threw
Those
it
are
at
some of
Europe.
the best dogs in it.
Can be.
Look at Mary Jane.
Yeah.
That's
Which
a
is
good puppy.
the name of one of my dogs, by the way.
Yeah. We know what time of your life you were going through when you named her.
Well, she ate a nuggie on me.
Yeah.
So
You terrible children. It's
I thought
okay.
it was up high enough. She didn't.
She didn't think it was high enough, apparently, because she wanted more.
Yeah.
But, hey, it's legal in America, or New York anyways.
Mary Jane, she is.
She's a good dog. She's actually the mother to my dog, Winifred. And Remington.
Yeah.
He's a blockhead.
Yeah, he's a
Winnie got a lot of that from him.
big old Dumbo, but he's a damn good dog.
Yeah, he's a lab, chocolate lab. And then Mary Jane is... She's German Shepherd?
She's Shepherd, Husky, and Rock.
Yeah. She's really pretty. She's a great dog.
She does almost everything on command.
Yeah. Winnie didn't get any of the smarts from her.
No, she got all of Remy.
She got all of the
Remy
lab.
Brain. She
Yeah.
got Remy Brain.
She's got lab legs and Remy brain.
Remy's a phenomenal dog. There's just the one thing is you can't have him off the leash.
He's hyper.
He will not listen.
Yeah, and he's
Mary
hyper.
Jane, she don't
Oh, yeah.
Shut shit. She don't
You
need
just
a collar.
say truck, and she's like, "Oh, we're going for a ride. I'll sit here in the kid's seat. I'm good."
She don't give one
She does,
shit.
though.
Huh? She
I've
does.
seen that puppy sitting up in the little...
Yeah.
in the
Like
booster
there's
seats.
there's an open seat right there, like a section where it would be much more comfy for her, I'm sure. And she's like, nope.
Yeah, she'll go sit in the kid's seat in the back.
Sit right
Yeah.
The one time you came and picked me up, it was like she was like on my seat in the front seat. I was like, get in the back. She didn't sit in the open. She sat in the booster seat. Like, you should have buckled her up, and she'd been all right with it. So, but yeah, we got hopefully some videos it's gonna be a little bit before they start coming out. I got some shorts and planned that I'm gonna start doing, and then just kind of working on our other content to get it out there. This is kind of just our bullshitting section of the podcast. Especially since season's been busy. I've been busy with school. You've been working. Paul's been not editing.
It's been the holiday season, man. I've been
Yeah.
reconnecting with family and...
Season is upon us.
Snowboarding season is upon us. We'll get Paulie back out
Andrew's
there.
going to be disappearing for a while. No, I'm way too out of shape. You remember the last time I went? I was so out of shape going down that hill. I had to take a break. Ski patrol came up next to me. Like, you good? Like, you need to ride down? It's like, nah, man, I'm just out of breath. It's been a minute. Like, I'm good. I can get down. It's just I'm tired. Every time I fall and getting back up, it takes a little bit, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get out this year. I'm excited for it.
so you're-
I know you have. We were like,
That was fun.
what is he snow?
I-
Well, they got their machines on,
Well, yeah, dude. There's no snow on the lift lines. It's just the hill.
but yeah, we really didn't have much to talk about. I just wanted to kind of talk about what we got planned and some randomness.
The
And
video of the freaking deer.
freaking,
As
just
I'm going-
swear,
as I'm
Paul
going
had
up the hill.
Paul
Did
needs
you see
something
that video I sent you?
of the deer.
Literally, I could have went.
Yeah, Paul needs something to do. He'll figure out how to bleep out the swears.
Well, I just have to get a sound that's not copyrighted by any means because we're going to be putting this out as
Just make a
our own
sound.
stuff and quit tapping on that metal, dude.
Is it loud?
Can
Oh,
be
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
a duck call.
Absolutely.
It's
Can be a duck call, deer call. We can record whatever you want.
Dude, yes. Yes.
I feel like a duck quacking would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Considering that this is
Just
more
take the one that we just did.
of
Just
a-
literally clip it out.
a hunter themed podcast, you know, and
Supposed to be. I don't. That sounded like something that you need to go wipe with.
There was a time I could do that.
The squirrel bark.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just do it with a. I just
to
do the rodent
untrained
one.
deer, it sounds like animals, you know. I mean, I know a little better because I've been hanging out with some country folk for the past few years now, but back
It's
in the day, I
amazing
would
the
know.
sounds you can make that don't sound like animal sounds that animals will react to.
Oh, yeah.
They're sometimes really smart, and then there's sometimes they're just really dumb.
I mean,
Like squirrels, a lot of times, if you don't walk directly at them with your gun up and you're just walking at an angle,
Just wear nose jammer.
or nose jammer. I didn't think about that one the last time I went out.
It's not really. It's not advertised as a attractant of any sort. However, actually, it used to have a warning label on it for bears.
Yeah.
It actually used to attract bears, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Well, bears like sweet,
Yeah.
and it smells like
But
vanilla.
I promise you,
Oh.
you spray yourself down with nose jammer, you're gonna have them crawling on you.
I would love to one day get sponsored just by like Nose Jammer. To have like the supply of Nose Jammer or like a discount for it. Not that it's expensive, anyways. It's fairly cheap for
What it is.
like scent control items. But
Considering it actually works. I mean,
It does.
We have both seen it.
for someone like Dad who's been hunting for what do we figure out like 46 years and has been against everything like that, now swears by Nose Jammer. Like went out and himself bought a can of it after he stole my can of it. And now tells everybody about it that hunts. You try that Nose Jammer? And they're like, yeah. He goes, then he'll tell the whole stories. Because he had some really close encounters this year with deer just not even knowing he was there. Of course, he's an old man. He walks slow. They're just like, it's just that Walker guy. He's not going to hurt anybody.
He ain't gonna get it.
Nah. We know we can hop, skip, and jump, and he'll be a mile away.
Well,
But-
he proves us otherwise time and time again.
He does. He does. Because he just got another. He got that button buck. So, of course, he's getting a little older, hard to see, but he didn't have the like full body. And then my cousin Hunter, whose people have heard, told him it was that's a nice deer. That's a nice deer. And Dad's like, all I got is like head and shoulder.
that whole deer fit in that gray tub, and you could still see the bottom of it.
Yeah, you know the
I
white.
carried it into the face. You know, like a dishwashing tub. You ever wash dishes at a
It's
restaurant?
the white meat tubs.
Yeah.
That we have.
Yeah.
He in one of them fit every piece of meat, and Dad was kind of being picky, like trying to get everything off of it.
Oh yeah.
Fit into that and didn't come over the top.
Oh yeah.
The
his-
roast, I'm not even kidding, were like 4 inches wide, maybe by like 6 inches long.
Yeah, his scrap bucket was pretty picked clean. Like there wasn't much on there that was appetizing or
All of-
anything that would have been too edible. You
All
know?
the legs and bones and everything from it fit into a 5-gallon bucket besides the rib cage.
Oh, yeah.
But you could have fit everything inside of the rib cage and nothing stuck out. And he was down on himself a little bit, like, I can't believe I shot a button buck. Like, he's not one to shoot button bucks.
Well, yeah.
But like, I was like, it's not. I said it's kind of your fault because you shot it. I said, but you had the kill shot, but couldn't see the rest of the body because it was also down like in a little dip. Like he only could see like no legs, just the shoulder and head. And Hunter was like, "Oh no, that's a nice one. You should shoot that." And of course, Dad shot it and it dropped in its place. Didn't go anywhere. Just dropped right into a hole. And Hunter, I guess, was all kinds of excited because they haven't got anything yet. And besides the one that he got one that ran a ways. But so he was just amazed like that. Wow, they can really drop like that.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get there. He's young. He'll get there. I have hope for the boy.
I've seen him drop, dude. I think I told this story already once or twice, but like that 75-yard shot I had to run and go. The second that bullet hit, I hit a heart shot at her. She just hit the deck, slid, and never moved again.
Yeah, I've had them just they didn't run anywhere. They slid.
Because she was at a pretty good run. Like she wasn't. I wouldn't say she was dead sprinting.
Yeah, I'm not one to. I don't like shooting on the run anymore.
See, that was something I did as a teenager. Dude.
Yeah, I was good at it. I hit a lot of them on the run, but I also missed a lot of them on the run. Like nice ones that I would have been proud to have on the wall.
I only really shot 2 of them while they were running, and I didn't miss either of them. But I don't normally shoot at running deer.
Good job.
Well, I don't normally shoot at a running deer.
Right.
Normally. Unless it's a big doe, which both of them were.
Yeah. I mean, and then your two, they didn't go 20 yards.
Didn't go.
What, this year?
Didn't go 20. Thanks,
Yeah,
Rod
I don't
Daniels.
know. I don't
This
think
year, yeah, they didn't.
we're allowed to say that, are we?
His name's Rod Daniels. Go check him out, dude. He's hilarious.
I had you on the phone before the first one ever dropped.
I know.
And you're like, is he dead? I'm like, hang on. Yeah,
He's dead.
I'm like,
If anybody is listening to us that hasn't seen Rut Daniels before, go check out Rut Daniels. I will. I gotta remember start learning that other guy's name that makes the ones you were talking about, the kid in the tree stand that dresses up like a deer and a squirrel and stuff like that.
Job site ones too.
I want to say his name's Dustin something. I don't know. If we find it, I'll know it for next time. But yeah, if I'll say I 100% will give Rut Daniels Didn't Go 20 is hilarious, and we say it all the time.
She's got Lloyd.
She got Lloyd. We can quote for Paul not being a hunter or like into that world. Rut Daniels hilarious. His comedy is gold. Look at them loins. I want to go after anything without loins.
I ain't shooting it if it ain't got loins.
Nice pan size there, boys. I like his fishing videos more because I'm like,
I
that's
love
the
his
stuff I
turkey
actually
videos.
get, and I'm just like,
Turkey hunting videos are fucking.
His coyote ones are good too. Every video Rut Daniels it makes is good.
now if I could get my boy quoting, "That's a nice pan fry right there, boys," every time we got like a little sunfish or a little trout, I'd be so happy.
Yeah.
You know, just like how he, without skipping a beat, right on time with me, was mocking you over the phone.
Yeah.
It's like that was the one of
Paul-
the biggest, proudest dad moments I've ever
Paul
had.
called me and was mocking me for things I was saying, and I could hear William not being like a second after saying the same things, and I'm just like, oh God, there's two. Like, no.
Hey, you gotta watch out for that boy. He'll sneak up on you. He will.
He's smarter than he looks. He
No,
looks smarter
he's
than his
smarter
dad.
than he leads on.
Yeah.
You know, because he knows how to get his way and how to manipulate, like most children do with their parents. I mean, I'm kind of a softie. I'm like, go to timeout. Then it's like 2 minutes later. It's like, hey, come here. We're going to talk.
Come give me a hug. Do you still love me?
Now, what did we do wrong? Okay, go play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like as long as he's like sincere in his apology, and you can tell when someone's sincere, especially at that age. They show their emotions. They don't hide nothing
Yeah.
until they're older.
On Paulie's parenting note,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna call it a night. I gotta go.
And
I got
on a parenting night.
I gotta go look at some drywall.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yo, hunting's expensive, man. I gotta start earning all that money I made back or spent back.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm doing this side job is so that I could buy a saddle possibly next year and stuff like that.
Put a lot into this season.
Yeah, next season shouldn't be any more. We got a lot of planned, but most of it's gonna just be like gas and stuff like that.
Diesel fuel. And, well,
Yeah.
No, that tractor's gas, isn't it?
No. Yeah, which I gotta change the fuel filter tomorrow. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into any more of that because I'm done. Are you done, Paul?
Yeah, I'd say that's about good for the day. You know.
What are we at? Do we do good?
Yeah, we do good.
All right.
There's
You
enough.
got some work to do. Andrew
Yeah.
needs some beeping practice.
Oh yeah.
Some quacks.
Some quacks.
We'll have to learn the editing software, but you know the best way to learn something, just jump into it, figure it out. Watch
I
a
gave
YouTube
you a pretty
video.
good lesson. I
Yeah,
feel.
you gave me a quick little run through, which definitely was like, okay, well, at least I know there's tools to do what I'm thinking. It's
Yeah.
like I just don't. it's hard to navigate it.
You got to play with it a lot. You
It's
would
like
learn
any
more.
new skill. You're not good at it. When
You
you
would learn more of it by editing video than sound.
Probably.
I've learned more with the video because there's video and sound to go with it. But I also know Dad's outside because Hannah texted me.
Okay, well, you better get going before he comes back here and kicks the door open, wondering why you're
No.
taking so long.
Break
He
his hip.
he actually
Poor
was
guy.
upset when we were recording that one time. He just opened the door and he goes, "Oh, did I mess up your podcast?"
No.
And I was like, "Nah." I was like, "We can cut that out." And he goes, "Oh." So I think if he knows we're recording, he's not going to come in here.
I mean, he's welcome to.
I told him he was welcome to. But anyways, bye, Paul.
All right, we'll see
Bye,
you
Andrew.
guys.
Bye, buddy.
You guys have a
Hit
good
that
week.
stop button, Paul.